Morning, good afternoon, traders. It's Faithful here, and today we're gonna be looking through the nasdaq, and we're gonna be explaining the trades that I took today. I took a couple trades today. I wouldn't say it was the best day of my life, but I definitely learned a lot of stuff today. A couple things I want to mention is the start in the 1 hour, so you can get a better example of what I was thinking on my trades. So once NY opens, which is New York Open started, um, market was kind of manipulating people, and with that intent, I was trapped in that manipulation at the first trade. So it's a 1 hour CB that I marked in the beginning of the market that I got displaced above around 8 a.m. And once that happened, we had the 9 a.m. hourly candle, which then expanded below it, which was what I was expecting this whole time to happen this morning session. I was bearish from the very start of the market, and I knew the market was gonna completely dump either by creating an SMT with the previous daily high or just completely just dump. And that happened, as you can see. But let's go to the time frame that I enter in the trade and why I entered. It's very plain and simple. I'm not gonna try to complicate it real too much. But my whole scenario of today and my whole reason for entering and my whole order flow reason was because this hourly CB. I knew that this hourly CB was gonna get displaced lower since we had to just retrace to the downside, even if it wasn't even if it was just for this midnight open liquidity sweep. I was targeting that. That was gonna be my objective of the day, objective of liquidity for the whole day. That was the only liquidity I was targeting for the whole day. So keep in mind the liquidity wasn't targeted, so I was targeting shorts. And how I did that was, let's go to the 1 minute, and now I'll explain what I was thinking throughout this whole day and throughout this whole morning session. Um, so I took three trades, by the way. So the first trade I took was around 9:33 a.m. As you can see, we took one trade. Let me uh let me put the trade in. It's like somewhere around here. And my tick, I think, like somewhere like around right here. We're talking the whole entire lows and stuff. So the trade I took was, I think I was targeting these lows right here. Yeah, right here. So yes, pretty much he has created a SMT by taking previous daily high, and then NQ didn't. And once that happened, I went to the 15-second chart. Mind you, hold on. It's really hard to navigate on this laptop. So I enter shorts around this candle right here around like 9:33 because once I saw that SMT happened, we had a 15-second fair value gap. They respected it with great precision. And once I seen that CISD down below, once we close down below, we create a CISD. I enter, nothing much. Ticks to the tick, 50 tick. I think it was like a 50 tick. No, I was like an 80 tick, I think, to this time. So 80 tick stop loss. Um, Nearly will say that market, then after it closed down below, like it started pushing downwards, we started consolidating, which was at that time I thought it was consolation, and then we were consolidating because there was a 5 minute fair value right above. and I was hoping that the market would just tap into that 5 minute fair value gap. And once that happens, I was hoping that market would just just tap into it and just expand lower, which it did not do. But re- I did take the extra step of taking a partial right here since I was like, okay, it's consolidating. We have a 5 minute above. It might it might just expand higher. So I was like, okay, I'm not really liking how it's consolidating a lot and it's not expanding lower. It's like the market is tricking people. So I was like, okay, I don't like this. So I took out my trade, and then after expanding higher to that 5 minute, I guess it stopped me out. It was a break even type of trade. I think I gained like 20 points off it. Next to the next trade. I'm sorry if I'm going pretty quick because I have somewhere to be right at this time. As soon as previous daily high got took in, which ES already took, so the SMT stopped holding. But at that time, that means that I kind of already knew once previous daily high was taking on NQ. I had a feeling that market was somehow I was getting manipulated down below, which was around this area. So I was like, okay, previous daily high was taken. I'm not really that bullish as for the day since the 1 hour already closed down below. No, it was not there, but the, I was expecting the hourly candle to expand lower and close down below this blue box down below, which it did around 10. And once that happened, with that previous daily high being taken, and that's the only reason why we started expanding lower. Once that 1 hour candle started closing below, um, market started expanding to the upside because they created a SMT with ES. Let me go to the 1 minute so I can look a little bit more cleaner. Yes, SMT happened, and with that in mind, I was still bearish. Order flow still bearish, so I knew this was manipulation taking place. People long in here because they thought that the market was gonna reverse and expand even higher towards that weekly high, but did he not? I'm not no fool. I gone through those traps already, so I already knew what the market was doing. So once that happened, we started consolidating in this range because there was a 5 minute right above right here, and I marked a zero point 0.5 on top of this high right here, which was a daily high and a daily low for that time, and I respected the zero point 0.5. And mind you, I had something that no one really uses. It's my recipe of disasters, the recipe of everything. And give me a minute. It's gonna get a little bit messy, but let's just take this off. Just think about this and only this. All right, all right. Hold on. Let me get messy. Let me get messy. All right. So there's something called the 1 minute, right? A fair value gap, as you may say. A lot of people use it. So we got this 9:30, right? Which is New York open. As soon as New York opens, we have this first fair value gap right here. We expand higher. It closes below. But mind you, the first fair value gap always tends to be the very I don't know though. Since the program likes to reuse it as support, and that's where a lot of smart money people enter. Because who the fuck knows? I don't know why. It just works, man. I use it and it works most of the times. Expands lower, it gets used as support. Supports you how market doesn't want to expand higher than that because we're in an order of bearish program. We're in a bearish program, and it expects this as order bearish flow, flow. So yeah, we respect it. We expand lower, then it creates a SMT. I'm like, okay, my freaking computer dies at not 10:30. Can you believe that? My computer dies at 10:30, and now I have only one screen. And I was playing a short regardless, because then CISD just happened right here. Let me reverse everything back to normal. So now CISD just happened, right? CISD just happened. I'm thinking about shorting, but computer dies. I only have one screen. I'm looking at NQ only, and have no clue that there's a SMT until I took the L. We expand higher. I enter, I think, right here on this order block, 1 minute order block. I think I had like a 80 tick stop loss. and I was shorting for the London lows, and it was like a 300 TP, and I got to stopped out pretty quick. I got really fucking pissed off because I was like, damn, bro, I've been waiting for this trade the whole time, and I know that market's gonna go really down. I thought everything's just lining up in perfection, and I know that market is gonna do what it's gonna do. I just know it. I was 100% about it. But you wanna know something else? I got really mad at that revenge trade. We expanded lower. We closed in this 1 minute, and I was like, yeah, we're definitely have to go down right now. Like I don't care what the market's gonna say. I know we're gonna go down. But believe it or not, I took this short. I got stopped out pretty quick. I had a like 125 tick stop loss, and I was targeting the London lows or Asia lows, whatever you can say. It was like 300 ticks TP. I got stopped out, but keep in mind everything was all because I didn't follow time and price. There was a time and price for everything, and I was in sync with time and price. And honestly, a big factor of this was me not trading macro times, which I really don't ever trade macro times. I like trading like whenever I see the opportunity, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm starting to see the market not respecting certain times, which time and price, which is macro time. What do you think? As soon as 10:45, which is my macro time, to 11:15 happens, what do you see? Market starts expanding lower, creates a CISD, then what? Gives you opportunity to short on the 50 second, I'm pretty sure. And then as soon as we see that, what you can do, just short 300, 406 TP, bro. It's like, if I would have just waited for macro time frame, this trade would have been all completed. I would have been up for the day. But sadly, that's not how it works sometimes. Sometimes you have to go through hard things and hard trades in life, hard losses to understand the bigger picture. So, um, sadly, it's one of those days where I was so close in winning, but I didn't win. And hopefully, you guys can understand what I said today, and y'all can learn something from today. And hopefully, guys took a W trade for the day. I took a $200 loss. Hopefully, I can do better tomorrow if tomorrow gives me the opportunity to trade. And it's pretty much to it, guys. Hopefully, y'all learned something about this, and y'all can look at some of these things as a learning thing. And I'm not a good trader. I'm not the best trader. I'm not even a professional trader whatsoever. I'm a learning trader, and I'm just still trying to learn. So let me know any tips and anything I didn't point out, and let me know if y'all took any trades, and if you got any questions, let me know. Uh, I might make a review this night on tomorrow market. So yes, yep. Uh, catch you guys tomorrow or this night. Appreciate for watching and thank you.